Okay, so here we are again. This is weeks 9 and 10 post medial patellar luxation surgery. And if you watched my video previous to this, we incorporated this ball last week. And as you can see, Hank is a lot more comfortable with it. We've been practicing it. And what I'm trying to do is just move the ball slowly forward and backwards, making him walk on his back two legs and respond to the unbalanced ball. And in therapy, we use a scooter that goes forward, backward, side to side, kind of like a skateboard, but it goes in all directions. And I don't have a scooter at home, so that's why we are using the ball instead, which I think still works his core and back legs and balance just the same. And here, this equipment may be foreign to some of you. This is my Pilates equipment. It's a reformer and Cadillac. Obviously, most homes do not have Pilates equipment, but I was trying to find something that had just a small step up, something stable that, a little bit higher up than an actual stair. And so I thought I would just use my Cadillac bed, and it seems to work just fine. But if you can, find something in your house that's stable, that's maybe the height of a stair or a titch higher, and we're just practicing up and down, and we are also practicing jumping up. So this is, something you can jump up on that's not too high. So we're just again working on building that back leg. The left leg is the leg that we're working on building muscle strength. And here I've just incorporated sits with it because we're always trying to do the sits to stands. If you've watched other videos, we're just, incorporating some of our previous exercises into the more challenging exercises. So I just add a sit here. And in therapy, they said to try to get him to jump from a sit, which you're going to see here shortly. It just kind of builds their back leg muscles a little bit more. It's obviously more of a challenge to jump up from a sit position. He still steps up. I'm really happy that he's stepping up always with his left leg, which is the leg that we're rehabbing. So it's kind of nice to see that that is his tendency, is to always jump up with his left leg. And here you're going to see that jump. And I slowed it down here in the next little bit. You can see that again, how he actually pushes off really good with both back legs. So I'm happy to see that too. Good. And here you go. Here's that jump from the sit. And I slowed it down here. And then we're practicing stairs. This is Hank's maybe second time going up a full flight of stairs. And my stairs I have an older home, so they're a little bit shorter than what we use in therapy. The stairs in therapy are a little bit bigger and wider. So this is a little bit more of a challenge, especially coming down. He likes to hop with his two back feet down. He doesn't take individual steps on the way down. And I'm having a leash on him just to slow him down. Otherwise, he would just completely run up and forget that he even had back legs. And here we are again. This is him going fast. Okay, he doesn't want to slow down. So even with the leash on here, I'm holding onto his collar, pulling him back. And you can tell he just wants to bolt. But the slower we go, the more he has to use his actual muscles. So he's doing good. He's still kind of turning in a little bit on that leg. And here we are walking. As you can see, he's doing a great pace now. I'm really excited about this. And you can't even tell he even had surgery on his left leg. He's walking so evenly. And here we're trying to run, but he still does that bunny hop with both back legs running together. And so I just stopped it right away. I don't want him to get into that habit again. So here I'm using another piece of Pilates equipment. It's just a box, that's all it is, but it's a little bit higher than the Cadillac, which I had him jumping up on in a previous clip, just a couple inches higher. And so I thought I would just challenge him a little bit more by stepping up and jumping up. And you'll see here shortly, I'm gonna add a piece of wood onto the end of it, just to make a ramp so that instead of jumping or stepping, he actually has to walk up a ramp, so that it forces the weight into his back legs, and that he actually has to step up with the weight in his back hind legs, just to get him to think about using them. And then I also want to take this time while I'm showing you him walking up our makeshift ramp. I just want to take this time to talk to you about our week 9 and week 10 therapy sessions with the physical therapist. We ramped up his exercises a little bit more including stairs. Okay, so that was new in week 9. And so he climbed, I would say, 3 flight of stairs in physical therapy that day. And then the next day, which you saw in these clips, we continued to practice stairs. And then after that, he was really sore. So we might have challenged him a little bit too much, a couple days in a row. And so he was really sore, day 3 after that rehab appointment. And then so for our very last rehab appointment, which was in week 10, when I brought him in, they did some trigger point therapy and found that his psoas muscle was really, really tight. So they had to release that. And they even did some hot laser therapy on it, hoping that that would work more at a cellular level to release that muscle, because he was really irritated by it and licking the incision spot at his knee, and he wouldn't do his therapy exercises anymore. You could just tell he was really sore. So we just pushed him a little bit too hard in week 9. And so we just took a couple days off and did massage again. And it was to the point where he wouldn't even let me massage his leg. He wouldn't let me even move or touch his leg. So he was pretty sore. So just took a couple steps backwards, but that's okay. He's going to make it through. And I will show here shortly him in the treadmill again. If you remember, if you watched the very first video that I did of him in rehab, we started him in the underwater treadmill at therapy, and he was going pretty slow, just getting used to it. And so I thought I would show a clip of week 10 in the pool, in the treadmill pool, and show you how quickly he's going now. And he's pretty close to a mile in that pool, and he's panting. He gets tired, but it's good work. And we've noticed in week 9 and 10 that he's become a little bit more irritated with his leg. And maybe it's just because we ramped up the exercises, possibly. But we're also kind of thinking that it could still be that the implants, the pins, are still kind of migrating out of his knee joint. And so they might be bothering him with all the movement that he's doing. So we are still contemplating taking out those pins, which I think we're going to do next week. So stay tuned for that. And here is our treadmill, underwater treadmill. He's loving it. It's going pretty fast compared to the first time we were in there. This is his 10th and final time of that treadmill. And then I just want to show you these x-rays really quick. Here's before surgery, and if you look at his left knee, that would be the knee that's on the right-hand side of the screen. His patella is on the inside of his leg, and here's an up-close picture of that. You can see that medial positioning of the patella. And here is a side-by-side of pre-surgery and post-surgery. You can see the wire and the pins, which are going to be removed next Tuesday, possibly. When I talked to the surgeon about this x-ray, I don't know what to look for, but he said he could see within the x-ray that the bone had fused nicely, but the pins are loose and the wire is loose. So he did recommend that the pins and wire, the implants, come out, because he feels that that may be what Hank is irritated with. So we may have one more final video to come if we do choose to take those implants out. And if there are any major changes with Hank, I will be sure to put a little video up and let you know how he's doing, just to help you out if you're ever in the same situation. So thanks so much for watching. This is my 11th video since Hank's surgery. So if you tuned in to just this video, just know that there are previous videos leading up to this week to week throughout Hank's recovery. So if you're in this predicament with your pet, feel free to go onto my YouTube site and watch them all in order so that you know what to expect, and maybe some advice for your pooch as he or she rehabs back to health. Bye-bye.